Hello, DayZ world. I'm the Greedy Peasant, and welcome to the Peasant Podcast. Get comfortable as we sit by the fire and chat everything DayZ. We are live from the TPP studio with the podcast team, TikTok creator Smiley's Got a Gun, and long-term DayZ console player, Mr. 80KQ. Of course, we have the DayZ community in chat. Here at TPP, want to hear what you want to say, so drop your thoughts and your opinions in chat. This podcast gives a voice to the DayZ console people, so welcome everybody to the Peasants Podcast. As I said, today we are rolling over DayZ content creation. There's a lot of content creators out there battling away at DayZ, which is an older game. Content's been pumped out about it for the last near 10 years. So we want to go through the different styles of content, what you like to enjoy to watch, whether it's the content or the creator, how much time you spent, things along those lines. We've also got the business from the co-hosts, which is going to be good. But apart from that, let's get on with the show. And a beautiful scour night. Should flick over pretty hard, I think. I pray.
You gotta zoom in on it though.
Oh,
I'll send it. I'll send it to Brav too.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
It is, huh? It is. Yeah, Brav.
what are you tripping
Telling
out
you
on?
about my highlight of the week. Oh, my highlight of the week. Not actually DayZ work related.
That's not your trippy ass fucking Minecraft Oasis thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was.
Fuck.
Yeah, yep. It's very, very cool. And we could talk about that. Oh, that'll lead into the TikTok that I've got for the week as well, and also, I guess our topic, which is exciting for this week.
What the hell did you just send me?
Oh, they're my
that?
nails.
Oh.
That was my. I had my nails done for the first time in a nail salon, and it was the best experience of my life. And I'm going back, and I understand why women do it. So I don't like the fake nails, but I had my real nails done, and it was amazing. And I was just telling Q my story. It was an epic
Who are
story.
you? Who are you, and where is Smiley?
That's what I was thinking.
Fucking hell. Next you'll be pretty
Yeah.
dresses and makeup.
Oh, I know.
I already
I'm
do
working
that.
towards that. I brought a really, really, really nice perfume too that I can't stop spraying on me, and I just feel amazing. I just
Oh, well,
think,
that's good.
I get it.
That's part of the world, isn't it? That's what we earn our cash for, so we can spoil ourselves just a little bit, keep ourselves
Yeah.
happy and afloat for the next day we go to work. So fucking get into it.
Yeah,
You know,
thanks, bruv. Thank you.
we got Smiley that's making herself all pretty and smell pretty. And you got Peasent who decides to bring all the water around the stage and it's fucking pigsty now.
It's called convenience.
It really is.
It's convenient.
It's convenience.
It's my place. If I want to trash it, I'll trash it. It's my server. I can do whatever I want in it. I'm the admin. If not, I'll ban you. Well, interesting little
do?
start. Welcome everyone. Oh shit. Okay. I apologise. Yeah, death matchy already. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to the podcast. Introductions done through. First of all, on my right, I have the resident thug, Mr. 80KQ. Good morning, Q.
Good morning. I'm half asleep today and it's all your fault.
Yep, we were up late last night playing games. Unlike Bruv, who didn't join us and went to bed early. Boo Bruv, who's crisp, fresh, and be very chatty today. Smiley's Got a Gun. Welcome.
Morning, everyone. Yes, went to bed at 9:30 p.m. Woke up at 6 a.m. Now currently sitting here with a face mask on and under eye little patch things as well to make myself amazing.
That's it.
So,
In your
yeah,
little cupcake chair.
doing that. Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got a vision, bruv. I've got a vision. I know what's
Yeah.
happening.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sitting in front of a Hello Kitty mirror right now. I feel a bow in my hair.
Oh, God. She's gone downhill, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring her back one day,
Yeah.
maybe after Thailand.
I've gone feminine.
Yes, she's gone. Gone feminine. You'll always be a feral, no matter how girly you try to be. And that's why we love
Well, actually, after I told Q my epic nail story, it was a bit of a long story. You know, I'll tell you later if anyone was interested in my nail story. Send me a message, I'll fill you in. But but I did say afterwards, still working on the showering every day thing. You know, still a gamer at heart that just.
That's it. It just
Yeah,
cuts
it's maybe
into the
every second or
time.
third day.
Just cuts into the time.
Yeah, well, it cuts into the time. So I'm working on that.
It's
try and
summertime.
work
You go to
more
the
on
beach every
a
day
diet
anyway.
yeah, well, that's right. See, that's right. I'm going on the beach. I'm swimming every day, and you know, and I got to work on the food. You know, I've still got the gamer diet as well of cereal and toast. So I've got to
Yep.
work on that. Maybe you know, maybe actually make some meals.
Nah.
Making meals.
The quicker the better, I say. The quicker the better. Not even touch a game all day. The quicker the better. Although there's nothing better than a nice cooked, prepared meal. You know, that you just sit there and go, this took someone 2 hours to make and I'm going to gorge it in 2 minutes because it's fucking gorgeous. Like a baked dinner.
Yeah. Oh, and, you know, and it's made by someone else. It always tastes better.
Oh,
You
facts.
know, even if they fuck it up, it just still tastes better.
And it sucks when
Yeah,
you make it.
yeah.
That's the problem. Because by the time
Yeah,
you finish
there's
eating
nothing
it,
worse
you're
than-
just like, I don't really want to eat this because I've just smelt it for 2 hours.
Yeah,
well,
I
the
know where
problem
this
is
came from.
I'm making homemade crumb chicken nuggets for dinner tonight, and it takes a good 2 hours to make by the time you crumb everything and then you fry them, and you're eating all the way through it because you got to taste them to make sure that it tastes good. By the time you dish, you're already full as fuck.
Yep. Yep. That's what
Yeah.
I worked on a plan. I solved that issue, Q. I did portion size into the oil, and then you do yours first. So you do your nuggets and your chips in there too. Do yours first, and you eat that while you cook the rest of the people's. That way, by the time you serve the last one, you're done. you don't even sit down with your family. You're done, and off you go straight back onto the game. Don't even have to talk to them. No wasting conversational time. I got a down pat.
Priorities, I love it.
That's it. Mr.
Yeah,
Chill Rob in the
priorities.
house. Mr. Scale Speeder. Hello, good sir. Off to bed. Hello, good. Well, you
Oh.
have a good sleep.
Good night, Scale Speeder.
Yeah. That's your biggest fan. I'm your
Yeah.
biggest fan.
I watch you while you sleep.
Don't scare
You
the
feel that
guests
little-
away.
You feel that little on your neck. It's just me. Don't be alarmed.
That's it. Having a whiff.
When you wake up at 3 a.m. and you feel like someone's been staring at you,
That's
you
it.
know where it's come from.
It's been 4 hours and she's been standing in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
She got in as soon as your eyes were closed.
What do you mean got in? I'm already. Where do you think I'm broadcasting from right now?
That's it.
I'm already in. The call is coming from inside the house.
That's it. If you're wondering why your Xbox is on, don't turn it off. I need it for the show. Oh. You and your fandom. You and your fandom. He does great things. He does teach a lot of stuff. Currently, he's doing a lot of teleport work on his videos. I seen one which probably, you know, as an old school DayZ player, was like, that's a fucking cool idea. He's gone in Chinaris and the mining, where you can't get access to, like, over at Kamenska and stuff, the mining shafts that are sealed off. He's actually put files in for teleports that actually lead into a mining shaft. So you can go up to it, log out, log back in, and you'll be technically inside the mining shaft, and you can go and explore and stuff like that.
What?
That's cool.
Jeez, that's very cool.
Teleporting will now change the game forever. You could get, if you're good enough and you want to spend your time, you could basically layer multiple maps above us that you couldn't see, and you could have multiple areas that you move from the baseland to above you, and you can make whatever you want.
Fuck.
Yeah, Sue was under Electro. You've seen the boat one that he did, where he did, you jump on a boat and then teleport like you're taking a boat to Debunk Island. Plane ones where you travel around the different airfields. Just off its guts. Just off its guts.
What do you reckon the chances are that someone will be able to hack into something and then we can teleport to an actual different map? Like we can teleport from, Chinoris to Sakal, man.
I don't know why. I don't know why they still haven't given us access to do that. You know, it's unofficial. Why can't we do it on community servers?
Yeah, I don't know why we can't link our server.
You could get in a boat in Chinoris. You have to go out to an island. There's a teleport. You hop in. Boom. You're at Sakal.
Yep. Oh. That's what I'd love. Actually, the other way. Drive to the edge of the map and then teleport across to Livonia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Mr. Josie Garfunkel. No one's made the floating Pandora Islands yet. Well, I have been on the floating Pandora Islands. You just couldn't get around it. That was the problem. Now, what would it be? All sorts of things will blow up on console. I've already made Lantia on Sakal. My little server, I've got just a tip. That's why Mr. Q's exhausted. We kept you up all last night. You actually got to go to a castle and teleport through to a unknown land. So that was absolutely fucking brutal. It's going to be a massive game changer. I'm going to be using it for the podcast because I spent all week on my server. Next week you'll come into this, and this will be all gone, except for the big tower of gear. There'll be a couple of teleporters over here. One will go to a stage. The other one will go directly to a like zombie bowling, and or ice races, which I've looked at, or boat races. So you'll come into here first, and then you'll teleport to the stage, and then from the stage we'll teleport around. So it's piece of piss to do. You just got to make sure you understand what the file says. It's about 3 or 4 lines. T-Bag gave me his little thing that he did, and I just learned how it worked and how it from there and made my own. It was simple. Narnia. Yeah, Narnia's going to be... I want to see someone do a closet that you log out in and head to Narnia, but you could always...
Really cool.
And I was thinking about last night after we got off a bit of a brainstorm, but you could have, multiple things in the actual place that you then lay clues to for people, and you probably have 5 or 6 people trying to log in and out in all different areas, and wars going on in those areas, and great Easter egg style applications too. It's just gonna go ballistic once the community gets a full hold of it and understands how easy it is. You're gonna see some hectic stuff. I'm looking forward to the server that makes the spawn selector. So you log it into just an open, I don't know, a warehouse or something, and then it's got, you know, Berenzino, Cherno, Electro, Civet, all along there. You just walk over to it, log out, and then log back in, and you're at that town to meet friends or...
Yeah.
That would work so awesome for like 10 times loot. You know, that server like that would be awesome with a spawn selector.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yep, you'd just be like, you know, you'd be cruising somewhere and you go, okay, you know how we do like our meetups, you'd be like, okay, there's a teleporter to Berenzino, we'll meet you there. You know what I mean? Like head to that spot. Go there, get picked up by your friends, off you go. You know, it'll just be well, I want to, like, you know, I haven't had to play around with anything because, you know, I'm going away. But when I get back, I was thinking, you know, about that idea I had. I was thinking, yeah, I might try that, have that, so it's one server, but it's, yeah, choose your own, like,
adventure
thing.
style.
So, well, in the one, sort of, but it's more like you turn up, you've got a row of teleporters, and you're just like, okay, do I want to play, the PvP deathmatch that's at, I don't know, I'll just say Northwest Airfield, you know, like, or do I want to play PvP match at blah blah blah. So it's like servers within one server, or do I want a PvE experience? Me and my friends just want to go hang out there, or do I want to go animal hunting and there's just a fuck ton of animal spawns in another spawn? So it's one server, but it's like half a dozen servers in the one server. Mini games, yes, thank you. Mini games. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
See, that
would be very cool concept.
Or you can have a server where you no longer have to run in between towns anymore. You just have teleporters that will take you to the next town.
Oh, jeez, love it.
Yeah, that's it. You just loot up in the town, hit the teleporter, but, you know, straight from Caddy, edge of the teleporter, straight to Electro. None of that long, boring run where you could get
no
killed.
More walking simulator for DayZ.
No more.
We don't walk.
That's it. And if you want to get fancy, you just go straight from Cammy to Northwestern to Tizzy, and done. Game off. You're fully looted in 20 minutes. You can get on with your life.
Yeah. DayZ used to be like a 3-4 hour game, Sash, at a time minimum. Now it's like done, half hour.
4 logouts and I'm good.
Oh, I love it.
Let's go for a little mini bunkers around the map, making a labyrinth to get out of a maze or puzzle. That'd be cool.
Nice.
Like a little,
Very
that's
cool.
been thought of. Yep. That'd be cool. Castle Portal Deathmatch. Scout Speeder says I've got 2 ideas for a spawner. One on a scaled up map that you walk on. Oh, fuck. That's sick. Or a more natural one with boats at different places on Skalinsky. That's not a bad idea. TAKEOVER Brother Simulator, what will we do without it?
One thought about the teleportation. I don't know how well it would do on a really popular server with queues.
Shit. Okay. So, well, let's go. Let's go for a little discovery we got last night. So, we logged on. We were playing just a tip. We finally got the punch card. Met everyone there. Said, right, let's go. You know, it's getting late. So we went through, got through to the portal. We all 4 of us sat down in the spot. Now my coordinates are a 5x5x5 box. So that particular area it recognises as anything that logs out there will then get teleported or moved. So when we all loaded back in, Q was on the middle of the teleporter. I was hovering above the ground, which then I fell, broke my leg. Undead was hovering off the ground, which then fell, broke his leg. And Noah did the same thing. He was hovering. So what it did is Q must have got in first to the position. And then because Q was in the position, it pushed us to the furthest edges of the, I suppose, the perimeter which was nothing
Oh,
underneath
including
us.
up.
Yeah, including up. So no, but my one's sort of like a Stargate style, so it's like a portal that's raised. So he landed right in the middle. We landed on the outsides and fell and broke our rooms.
Oh.
So
So is that going to be are you going to tweak that, or is that, or is that it? You can say, well, you break your leg.
Well, that's just, portal travel does have its, as Rick and Morty said, it's little hiccups sometimes. So that's what you're gonna have to wear for mine. take it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't get through the other end with all limbs.
That's right. The portal, as I said in my description of what it's about, this is technology that hasn't been quite used for such a while, so it might be a bit iffy. Yeah, so it just adds a little bit to it. But yeah, multiple people spawning in on one time and then trying to get in themselves causes position errors. So, I'm going to play with that a little bit and see if I can shrink it down to like a 2-meter area. So even though you come in, you just split slightly to the side and stay on the little, on the little round circle. All right, Mr. Scouspeter, you take it easy. Appreciate you.
And Bob just put in there, it's not a feature. It's a feature, not a fault.
Yeah, that's it. It's to add to the portal travel, but something to consider when you're doing your mini games.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you load into a death match.
Yeah, and like people are hurrying to rush back into the death match because they're just being killed and they want to get back into somebody else. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No one's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to wait. You go. Right. 10 seconds. You go.
Oh, please, go before me.
Oh, is it your turn? My apologies. Go forth. Go forth and conquer.
Oh, yeah, you before me.
But yeah, so
DayZ.
It's good to see console taking another step. You're going to watch a lot of inspiration, kicking in a lot of ideas, especially with it being new. It's always good to see this sort of a thing erupt. I mean, by the end of the update, we'll have so many different varieties. It's not funny, but it's cool to watch the evolutionary grow as people get ideas. You're talking about choose your own adventures. You're talking about mini games. You're talking about, you're going to have a deathmatch server where you could play 4 rounds, rather than, oh, I'm sick of being in Cami. I'll go do Northwestern Airfield. You don't have to change servers. Yeah, and you could possibly dominate a little mini game. So, sit in your little death match and dominate it. Keep everybody out.
Yeah, and you know what? It allows server owners, instead of having to have, I don't know, 6 servers because they want all 6 different types of death matches, got to save them cash, put it all in the one.
Yeah, that's right. 100%.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, some of the stuff I've seen through, so I've been getting these little random updates from Mr. Teabag. There's a PlayStation server that you start in Valhalla and then descend back. Yeah, it's either into Asgard or into like a Viking style map. So you actually start in Valhalla and then teleport into the map. And it's just fucking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. But that's hectic, isn't it? Like, imagine if you started as in, DayZ, you actually made DayZ heaven. And you started in DayZ heaven and the DayZ gods sent you back to survive and suffer once more.
Oh, I like that. I don't know why I just thought of Eric the Viking, but yeah, that's what I was picturing.
100%.
You remember that movie from a long time ago, but yeah.
Very silent Bob. or stand on the sweet spot and watch people break their legs. It might not work. It's only because we dropped, like, my little portal is quite high. I wanted something big and grand that you sort of walked up a huge set of stairs, and the Queen asked, can you make a Stargate style one? And I'm like, okay. But yeah, if it's pretty much flat, you should just be able to spawn to the side and nothing will happen. Conquest console must be already setting up red or blue team teleports to select sides, I bet. You'd be crazy not to.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only problem that I can't get my head around is, like, Conquest, you come in semi-armed. 10x loot, you come in semi-armed. How would you stop people from killing each other in the spawn zone? Like, it'd just be a punch-on fest. If you couldn't get the guns out.
You just have that thing where you get, like, banned, I guess.
Yeah, temp bans. But then that kind of kills it for people that aren't part of Discord, so they don't know that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be, Don Sibley's only up again.
But I mean, now that we've got the description of servers on the service screen, you could easily put it in that little description box stating that, you spawn here, any killing and spawn selected is a ban.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Very true.
Not a lot of servers are utilising that yet.
No, I did.
A
That
lot
was the
haven't,
first
a lot
thing I
haven't.
have.
I noticed Zagoria still hasn't done it. I was quite surprised Lemons
Ah.
hasn't taken advantage of that little box yet.
I'll be sending him a stern email after the show, I will be. A very stern email. Dear Mr. Lemons, there are features that you are not using for your server to inform the public.
Well, of all people, I thought he would have been one of the first onto that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not letting this go, are you, Q? All right, yeah, get into it.
No, I'm not,
Get
because
stuck in it,
I was quite disappointed of it.
That's
'Cause I was
it.
sitting there last night, and I was reading through them all, and I was like, because it's my favourite screen, I'm like, wow, some of these descriptions are cool. And then Zagoria, server supplied by Nitrado. And I'm like, oh, you're kidding me, bro. No.
That's it. Well, you better have a description, bruv. Otherwise, you're next on the chopping block.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
What do
Before
want
you
more
go
than
away.
M4 PvP?
Before
It
you
says it
go
all.
away. That's it.
It says it. It says it all. You can
Before
spawn
you
with
go
an M4
away.
in your PvP.
No, I want a 12-page description on everything. It's going to take me at least half an hour to
Max
read
out
it.
the amount of letters.
That's it. He's passionate.
no,
He's a
no,
passionate man. Mine, I made it clean. I tell you a trick to make it look nice. It's 52 characters per line and max of... Oh, I see.
Oh, that's a novel.
That's 250
Wow.
characters.
Novel?
No, but it's not that. He knows how to set it out nicely. He always does that. Like here, I just slap shit into my Discord. He's like, nope, I'm going to take that information and make it look pretty. And I'm like, you're a fucking legend, because I got no idea how to use Carlbot. And then I change it all up and make another server, and it's all needs to be changed again. Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
Where would we be without Teabag? He sent me some stuff the other day over the kill feed. Shout out Teabag for his fantastic kill feed. He's like, you just have to add this in, and I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll do that. I just can't be bothered. I'm too lazy. And he's like, it's simply, you just have to do this. Like, it's like one word. It's like, just type this word in. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll deal with that later.
I'll get around that.
I'll get around to it. He's like, I can't make it any more easy. He doesn't understand. It's not just that, I have to like go
walk over to the computer.
Oh, okay, I'm already sitting at my computer. Yeah, I have to walk over to the computer. Click on my Discord and type that in. I mean, that's a whole like
Yeah, well,
You know, that's a whole
my thing
process.
is I usually do allocated time, so I'll say like Thursday, Friday nights when I get home from work, I usually my allocated time for, fixing up videos, doing the run sheet and anything I need to fix up because, I stream Monday and Wednesday and then Tuesday's my only day off. So sometimes you're just like, oh, I'll get to that. And then, your list gets quite big and you got to go back and remember all the stuff you like there'll be sometimes I'll be like, oh, I need this. Oh, shit, there it is. And I've got to scroll up from Teabag because it's all the way up the top because I've forgotten to actually download what he gave me that I'm now only ready to use. But I think that's just, that's everybody, I hope. Life just sweeps you away.
It does. You know what? I've got like real life paper sticky notes everywhere. I've actually got sticky notes on my PC. I'm now using WhatsApp. I go into WhatsApp and send myself messages and reminders of things that I need to do. And then I don't know, then the next minute WhatsApp turned into like a little bit of a diary. Every thought,
everything goes into it.
And, yeah, it gets deep in there now with my little WhatsApp message. But I'm with you. I need lists. Because as soon as someone tells me something, it doesn't stay. It just doesn't stay.
Not like it used to. Not like it used to. Mr.
Not
VA
like it
Pete, how you
used to.
doing? No, that's 100%. Well, let's.
Yeah, I definitely need a nap after that, Josie.
100%.
I needed a nap after we had the conversation. It's like, oh, that was too much.
It's
for
too
my
much.
brain. I was having a nap.
She goes from fresh and awake, hits the podcast, and it just gets destroyed in the afternoony.
I'll be having a siesta today for sure.
That's it. Embrace the sloth. I love that. Embrace the sloth.
Yeah, don't fight it.
Nah, don't. You can always do it later. You may not get anywhere and you're constantly struggling in that little circle, but don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. You'll be dead soon anyway. Don't worry about it.
You'll be dead, that's right, eventually. We hope you live a long and prosperous life, by the way. So today's discussion topic is DayZ content creation. So there's a lot of DayZ content creation out there, and I like to look at a lot of it, and I just went through and listed a couple of the different styles that's out there. So you have DayZ meme content, action content, adventure content, podcast content, how-to content. My question is to everybody: what do you like to watch? What do you enjoy watching? We like to watch some things, but there's also something you go, oh, this person's released this, or oh, that's the next how-to video of DayZ. I like to see the people that.
Yeah, to say Josie's comment.
Yeah.
Well, I have
my
seen that
favourite movie.
content of DayZ before. There's always people mimicking oral actions and jumping on the ground and rubbing up against each other all the time. So if that's your thing, I understand. If you like that sort of thing, each to our own. I could put that content in there if you like. But yeah, what do you like to watch?
Ooh. And DayZ related, right? Just,
Oh,
we're just real
always.
Let's keep
it with DayZ
Okay,
related,
alright.
yes. Because we all have content.
Okay,
We can discuss what content you like to watch after.
Yeah. When it's ad break, we'll talk about that.
No, it's just that's probably going to be longer than the DayZ one.
Can I talk about the ones that I don't like? Can I talk about the ones that I go...
Well, what
do
you like and what don't you like? How about that?
Okay,
What do you enjoy watching and what do you
say
fucking skip past as quick as possible?
the ones I skip past are... It comes up on the screen and it's got a lot of words like a server description. It's like it has like 50 words taken up the whole page. we have a new server. It has this and that and that. And you can have this and that, and it has that and that and that, and it has that. Blah blah blah. And this server has this and that. I just can't bother. I'm not reading it. I'm not gonna read it. I just, you know what I mean? Like too many words per thing, but also they're just boring. I'm sorry, peeps, that you know out there promoting their servers, and it's just here's a picture in the background with fuck ton of words on the page that you have to read through, and to be honest, all the servers sound the same. It's just like, okay, all right, you know, custom this, do this, and custom, and it's like, you're not selling. I like the ones I like. I like creativity. I'm a massive fan of ads. I'm not saying everyone has to be like Ad Salem, but just get out of the box. Think a little different. Like put a little something weird or something that something that's captures a person as soon as they pops in. Put all your words at the end, but you need that initial.
Or do voice to text.
Yeah, do voice to text. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, text to voice. Either way, you don't like the ones that sit there and rattle off to you.
Yeah, rattle off. Yeah, I don't.
So no talking, no words, just pictures for you.
Pretty pictures. Give me something that's gonna. You can put it at the end, but I'm just saying, like, with that first initial, like you said, the thing that stops me from scrolling, I need that initial, because honestly, particularly on TikTok, you've got literally 2 seconds to capture someone's interest.
Yep.
2 seconds. In that first 2 seconds, you're on the scroll wheel. That so yeah, that's what I'm going with. Yeah, keep it interesting, entertaining, different. Put something up that's like captures that person's interest straight up.
Okay, so
see, that's a little bit different to me. So you're mainly on the TikTok scrolls. So I don't really watch my DayZ content on TikTok. My DayZ content's usually YouTube.
Yeah.
So I prefer the long form. There's ones that I can't stand. I can't stand just straight PvPs like Kairo's work. I just can't get into Cairo stuff.
Yep.
Then people like Nash and Gecko and that tell a good story. Moon Man. That's what I love. I love a good story in DayZ.
A good story.
I agree with that. Actually, when I am into YouTube land, I don't watch YouTube shorts. I want to see characters. Like the long ones that I watch. So I agree with you there. I like a good story, a good adventure, and I like various characters popping in to the scene. Like when you watch like
you want like a soap opera style adventure where multiple characters are involved.
See, that's
you'd
love Moon Man. You'd love a lot of Moon Man's content. It's old, like it's really, really old, but it's fucking the storytelling that he has in it is awesome.
Yeah, I still haven't watched that. Link, I will. It's on my to-do list, but I have to say I agree that characters huge importance when it comes to YouTube, because if you're just having someone just roaming around, just cooking fires, fishing, that sort of thing, it's like yeah, okay. But like if you watch Lax, like he has characters. People play characters when they come up, and you get to know them.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, can't wait for such and such. I hope such and such character pops in today. Yeah. So yeah.
People becoming unofficial stars on a content creator's stream due to their popping in and out, and helps the content. So like us with Noah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noah's a great example. Yeah, exactly. He's a great example.
See, Noah, unfortunately, I think you may be a side character, but it's all right. We still love you.
Yeah. but he's upgraded from an NPC.
Well, yeah.
Just to be the twig in the house. Josie says, been seeing a lot of this one dude's off-roading videos lately. So many features, too many buttons to push. And I saw his latest Hilux one.
Uh,
He's got about 500 different models of cars now. I enjoy modding, but playing, I like the raw feel. Yeah, but that's
Yeah, actually, can I say, Josie, I would recommend, I've been watching yours, but you have such an interesting voice. You have a great voice. I don't understand why you're not putting your voice on your TikToks. Like, talk to me while you're driving around in your car. Talk to me. I want to hear it. I want to hear your voice. You should put that on your TikToks, I reckon. I miss out on that.
hello, Dark Lord.
Jerk off to it later. Sorry, just added that in.
Did you? Could have.
Cut that out.
Well,
No, but seriously, yeah.
that merges onto my next question, and Q probably emphasised it a little more. Is it the content or is it the creator? Do you watch a video? You might go, oh, that was pretty shit, but you watch it because of the creator, or yeah, is the creator not important? And it's just something that catches your eye. Do you like?
I think it's
do you
definitely a
like
mix of
or
both.
thumbs up shit that you don't like because of the creator?
Oh, I see what you're getting at there.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Actually,
yes.
okay, yes, I will.
Yeah.
There are a couple of
To throw your
creators, no matter what
support.
they put out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But,
it's
yeah,
fun.
that's
That's a
because- I
funny
think
little
is it
routine,
because-
isn't it? I like this. I'm telling the
is.
world I
It
like
is.
this, but it's fucking shit.
Well, not only that, is it because we
Yeah.
still want to support them and have them keep putting out good content? Because if they're constantly getting negative on content they're making, it will ultimately affect their content.
Yeah,
So
100%.
even if the
Well,
content's kind of bad,
yeah.
you still want to help them get those click-throughs.
Yeah. If you actually wanna if you want a reality check and it's soul crushing, I do it sometimes. Don't recommend it. But on TikTok, if you just click on your insights and it shows you the point where you get your likes, and it shows you the point when people watch till, and you know the ones like your supporters in inverted commas, they like within the first second, and then they only watch for 2 seconds. And then scroll, That's your reality check. And you go,
Yeah, well,
yeah,
And
okay.
more so, look, we can see, she can see what you're doing, people. She knows, and she
Yep.
knows who it is.
Yep.
Sorry, Smiley.
No, it doesn't specify who
No,
it is,
it
but,
does give you some of the detail. It's like YouTube. It does its analytics. And it's like, I'll get 100 views or something like that, and you look into the analytics. How much did people watch? It's a 2-hour video, 1.23 minutes. Okay, so they left their phone alone, walked away from it, it switched over, they heard the nonsense, and they rushed back to change it.
yeah. But so that's what I do. So there's the ones that I even if I that I really want to support, I will actually, because most of them are only 30 seconds, they're 1 minute, so I will actually sit there and I will watch it all the way through, because that's how you actually do support them. Is it because TikTok goes a lot on time watched, and if it's been favorited or if it's been shared. But yeah, so I'll give peeps my time because they're worth it,
Yeah,
But,
100%.
yeah.
Well, Josie said it. Yeah, those are either your friends or you're an actual fan of the person. Neither is bad. That's liking them and moving on.
Yeah, it's love. It's still love at the end of the day. I mean, you still took the time to, like their stuff, so that's still a nice thing.
100%. Teabag says,
So, I mean-
I have time to support, but I don't have time to watch hundreds of videos a day. So I am the one that
So
likes and runs.
I do
Confession.
feel special when Teabag
of a
likes one of mine,
liker.
I must say, because I don't see much, and then I go, ooh, Teabag liked one of my videos. I feel special. I feel spash.
So from
Thanks, Deep.
off what Teabag's saying, does that mean, is it a lot easier for you to become more successful in TikTok than it is YouTube because of the long and short form format? Is it easier to get views and click-throughs on TikTok because it's easier to keep people's attention span for a short period of time versus things like YouTube where making longer form videos, but it's harder to keep your attention?
Yeah. Yeah. There is plenty of times that I'll watch content on YouTube and, you give it 2 or 3 minutes, you're like, this wasn't exactly the way I thought it was going to roll out, and then flick off. But, a TikTok, you can usually, by the time you realise in how deep you are into the TikTok, it's over.
But and not only that, at this day and age, especially the younger people, they're more preferring that short form content compared to the longer form.
I think, you know what? I think it's still a divide with the younger ones because with my kids, I've asked them that. I know, like, 2 of my kids, they like the, the shorter ones. They'll just sit there on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. But my other kid is like YouTube and will sit there and watch like a freaking documentary. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah, I think it's still split. And also, it might be just a personality.
I think that generation's also a little stranger to us. Like, my youngest will be playing a game, watching YouTube on his phone, and then have someone on Twitch on his laptop. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I used to say to him, like, what are you fucking actually concentrating on? You just get little scarabs of what's going on around you rather than, diving into it. And he goes, well, it just depends. Like, this one's my little scroller. I'm obviously playing the game, but I'm waiting for something here. And then the Twitch person on the live streamer I'm supporting. So I'm like, all right, well, he's really focusing on the game, but everything else is just backups just in case everything goes pear-shaped. And he doesn't have instant gratification from entertainment.
Yeah, I do. I'll be playing, and then I have streams up all the time, pretty well 24/7. I got someone tabbed, but then I'll have YouTube playing music as well, and I'll be like playing a game or doing something. Yeah, so I feel that.
Yeah. I like some no matter what. If it grabs me, I'll watch it through. I don't seek out anyone's talks, but if they come through, then they get my attention. We're trying to grow to some degree for something. Yeah, we're all trying to grow for some degree for something. Yeah, I'm the same. I usually jump on a TikTok once or twice a week, maybe if I get a chance. Hit the friends and just cycle through, do a TikTok sesh where I just go through, check out people's TikToks and stuff like that. Usually helps me catch up with what people are doing and what people how their world is. Because it's amazing what people put out there on TikTok. But yeah.
Oh, well, I won't tell you my TikTok time. I have the little lady that pops up all the time, says, you should have a break. You should have a break. Actually, I had the day off the other day and got the kids off school, put myself back to bed, and watched, didn't move, and watched TikTok for 5 hours straight.
Holy.
Yeah,
What?
that's easy enough
No
done.
way.
Yeah.
God.
I tell you what, don't do it, because when I got up, I swear I had to crash it. I was like, my head was crashing. I felt bad about myself. It was horrible. Yeah, I was like, okay, that wasn't a good idea.
I do that on a Saturday. I wake up, and usually because I've slept all Friday and gone to work at night time, I usually wake up before the Queen does, so I'll just roll over and have the hand over the other side of the bed so it doesn't, and just sit there and desk scroll TikTok for the next 2 hours, and then she'll wake up like, yep, it's time to get up. And you're right, you're right. You look back at it and go, fuck, I just spent all those hours watching TikTok. That's why I have to limit sometimes, because you get on the death scroll, and that's it. It goes from daylight to nighttime.
And especially if you find a TikToker that, like I got into as well, this chick that makes spooky, scary stories. If you want to look at her up, and I binged the fuck out of her. It was like binge watching a series on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like, and Kayla as well. Have you gotten on to Kayla? She's amazing.
No,
she's amazing.
I watch a lot on TikTok. I listen to a lot of Reddit stories. Have you seen where they do? You won't like them because it's somebody talking. Oh yeah, you like it? They're okay now.
No, I like them because they're telling a story.
Yeah,
they're
okay, true.
A story.
Yeah,
an interesting story. Yeah.
My ones are I tend to listen to how it's the Earth or the Terrans pissing off another alien race or dominating the galaxy or don't fuck with them. They're cool little stories. I even got the missus into it. And, you flick through, you get one, you listen to it, and it's only part one. So you got to go across and try and find the fucking rest of it. And it's someone who's copied it. They haven't actually got the rest of the story. So now you're trying to scroll and search for the rest of it. And then you just bin it.
I hate the trying to find those part twos,
I fucking hate part twos. Or leading ones that go, oh yeah, we're going to show you something that's going to give you 10 million views in part 2. Fuck you, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of, death scrolling, let's do a little confession time. How much time a week in hours on average would you abuse the old content? DayZ.
Well,
DayZ.
Well, give me a total content. Give me a total content estimate, and then give me a percentage. So for me, I probably do probably about 20 hours a week, at least, of DayZ content, and then probably...
Oh, wait, are we talking about our own content or watching?
No, I'm talking about watching. So I probably watch, like I'll have stuff up, I'll have long form up while I edit and stuff like that. But probably about 20 hours a week of just DayZ stuff, and then probably add another...
That's a part-time job right there.
Yeah, pretty much. And a lot of it's occasionally... research, other podcasts, stuff I like to watch, death scrolling on DayZ, shorts, and then probably 10 hours of just normal content. So my content that I watch is majority DayZ. So, that's a part-time job.
That's a part-time job.
I would say
definitely.
mine's about the same. Well, see, I use it to relax. I'll get home from work, I'll chill out, I'll jump in my room, I'll cut TV on, and I'll probably easily watch 3-4 hours of DayZ content a day, quite easily.
Yep.
And
I actually think there is somewhere that you can look at your hours, can't you? Like on TikTok and that. Like you can see how many hours you've spent on there?
I don't. Last time I did that from my accounts and realised that I'd played DayZ for like 10,000 hours, which equals over a year, nearly 2 years. I didn't like doing that anymore. That traumatized me a little.
I've just picked up my phone and I'm like, I don't know if I actually
you don't. This is why we do approximate estimates in our own mind. Like, I might say 20 hours, but it might be 50 hours.
Yeah, because I do have those days where I'll just binge, especially if I've got, I don't know, usually when I want to avoid stuff, avoid chores, avoid thinking about something, or avoid, I don't know, reality. So I'll get into that scroll. I'd say... And cigarette breaks, I go out for cigarette breaks, I'll be scrolling. I'm gonna have to say double, I'd say, because I like that morning scroll and I'll
Yep.
get stuck into that. And then night, because I've got the nighttime scroll, bruv, when I'm in bed, you know? So, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, and then every now and then a hardcore 5-hour binge sesh. But that's not including, yeah, that's not including like DayZ content's always on my PC. Twitch, that's just running 24/7. I'll
Yep.
dip in and watch bits and pieces, but that's more of a support thing.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of time.
A lot of
I'd
time.
say a full-time job for me. Yeah.
No, that's what, and also what you enjoy. I mean, there's nothing detrimental about it. You can get a
Yeah.
little involved, but it's nothing detrimental. Josie says, honestly, for me, 3% DayZ, but easily 40 hours a week on YouTube. Darkborn says, I say about 5 hours a week. Josie says, I use YouTube for my main source of music. Yeah, well, I don't pay
Same.
TV, so I use it for music. We also use it for like watching something for dinner. So we sit down and eat dinner. We'll put on Dash Cams Australia, and watch 2 episodes of Dash Cams Australia, and watch people do stupid things on the road, or pick on people for filming it, taking the time to send it in when you really have no reason to be doing it because they didn't do anything wrong. Is where it usually goes down to.
Have you
Yeah.
seen those memes actually, speaking of? And it's like it's got a picture of a face of a person like eating, and it says and then it has it like a picture of, sorry, I've got it wrong. No, they just have a picture of this face and it's just like stares out into nothing, like it's just like there's a whole blankness, and it says me trying to eat dinner without watching something. It's like, imagine people.
It can't be
Imagine
doing it.
eating without watching something.
Well, you'd have to. You have to sit and watch the people in front of you eat, which is weird.
Yeah, true.
So YouTube music in the car, at work, while modding, while cooking, couple of Bluetooth speakers through the house, just so I have music everywhere. Duckboard, how many hours do you have on your Greedy Peasant account? I'd say you have quite a few on the Greedy Peasant. I think it's about, it's got to be over 1,000 at least. We tend to stay away from that since last time.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I was talking to Noah about hours the other day. That was yesterday, and I worked out his hours, and he was shocked. It's a lot.
Yeah, he'd have a fucking heap.
Oh,
Well, to
yeah.
be fair, he's actually not got a lot more than me, and I don't think I've got a terribly large amount. You know, close to 3,500.
Oh, fuck, I got a lot. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we're going to stop thinking about that.
But let's put it in perspective though. Okay, let's put it in perspective. When we were kids, how much TV did we watch? See, now, is anyone watching TV? No. It's just that we're still it's a form of entertainment. It's just under a different platform now. Like as kids, we'd come home from school, we'd sit and watch the afternoon
Yep,
shows, and then
cartoons.
you'd watch a movie at night.
Yep.
See,
Simpsons
I'm
at
not
6.
doing that,
Neighbours at 6:30.
Yeah.
Having away at 7 o'clock.
Exactly. Yep, and then you got your movie at 8:30, or your crime shows kick in,
Yep.
and you're watching them, and then a strange thing on SBS later on at 1 a.m. Like it's just like, so really we're probably not having any different screen time than what we've always done since we were kids. It's just that the platforms
The
changed.
platform stage. No, that's probably a good point. That's probably a good point.
Oh, can I say
Yeah.
TikTok, because it ruined home and away for me, because in New Zealand we're like 2 months behind you guys, and I watched some of it on TikTok, and I was like, no. You just ruined 2 months of storyline.
I'm not laughing at that happening. I'm laughing at the fact that you watch Home and Away.
Well, I got a missus, you know.
Yeah, he's
Well,
got
it's
to
even
come
funnier.
forward.
Oh,
Back in the
yeah.
day,
He's got to come
back
forward.
in the day, I used to
He's
live
got
in a
He's got a
live in
missus,
a
but she
house
sits in the bedroom
full
while he
of male
watches it.
painters. I lived in a house full of male painters, and without a doubt, every day at 5 o'clock, there's 6 male painters sitting around the TV watching fucking Home and Away.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
It is cool. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
that's it. I'm envisioning what you guys are wearing and what type of painters you are.
I was actually just thinking that from now on, whenever we say that's cool, I'm just never gonna know if someone's being sarcastic or not. Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Josie says, I watch documentaries a lot. CoffeeZilla, I love CoffeeZilla. He's a internet detective, Mr. CoffeeZilla. Go and check him out. Lady Pond says, I remember one day I finished work at 3 p.m, picked up my phone, and the next thing I know, it was 9 p.m. and I'm not eating dinner. Several car-related throttle, TJ Hunt,
Late.
Tarvish, a few others. Went to bed starving. Went to bed starving? No, that's what cereal's for.
Yeah, cereal. we're
It's
meant to
called a
be
conversation at
cereal
the
people.
table. We don't have conversations at the table anymore. Mr. New Fry with a raid. Sorry, bud, we got our sounds off. I'm just scrolling through the chat because it's pumped. I don't like to leave anything out. But New Fry, welcome everybody to the stream. Where is he? There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, give him some love in the house. Appreciate you, Queen. But yeah, so we ran through a few of the stuff, how much time you spent, the what length of content you prefer. Question is, have you gained any knowledge about the game of DayZ from watching shorts? As a content creator, make you go, oh,
Yes.
oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Definitely. Well, that's when I first started playing DayZ. I just went straight to look up how-tos, how to make a fire, how to, and, I'm more of a visual person, so I'd rather sit there and watch, someone. Yes, definitely. I've learnt heaps, and especially I love it when, we're pretty experienced DayZ players. We've got a few years under our belt. I love it when I stumble across a TikTok or something that shows me something that I just never knew, and I go, "Oh, I never knew that." Love it.
And it's
Love
also
that discovery.
also when it's like a life bettering thing that changes your life, like in DayZ, where you're like, oh, why haven't I been doing that for years? When I found out about making fires and stacking it all into it, putting all the sticks and all the logs in it and just carrying the fire rather than 1,200 tons of timber backwards and forwards. I found that on TikTok.
Or my one, and you know what? I'm in the habit now though, is putting the stuff in the fire, like in like an actual fireplace in a house, where I craft a fireplace and then place it in, inside the fireplace, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I
so
still can't not do that. I still do it at it because it's just habit now. I will craft the fire and then put it into the fireplace.
the fireplace itself and then light it rather than jamming the things into it.
Yeah.
No, but that's I actually like to go through. There's a lot of people that do how-to content. I like to pick it apart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah. Tell us more.
so they'll be like, in DayZ, if you're cold, make a torch, and I'll be yelling at the screen, with gas or fat to make it last longer. With gas or fat to make it last. Teach the people properly.
Yeah, and then he just writes one comment. That's cool.
Yeah, that's it. No, smiley. Smiley face, love heart.
Yeah. No, the worst one. You know what the worst thing is to get from someone?
What? What's
Thumbs
the...
up. Just a thumbs up.
I had to stop doing that. Because I'm like, I'm Aussie. You give people thumbs up. Yeah, g'day, bud. How you doing? You go all right? Yeah. Now it's sacrilege.
Yeah. If someone, like you send someone a message and they just reply with a thumbs up emoji, I go, ooh. Ooh.
That's me. That's me
savage.
saying, okay, I understand what you mean, because that's what thumbs up means. It means I understand, okay. Not...
No, with certain people,
You're
like
a
if you did it
cringe.
to me, I'd know. I'd know
Because you put me
you're
in the
that type of person.
that's it. You
like,
put me in that old man rake. Oh, that's old Green giving us a thumbs up again. That silly old peasant.
Yeah. Oh, God, love him.
That's it. Cringy
You're in
ass
there with
bastard.
my mum. You know, my mum sends me a thumbs up. I go, okay.
Oh. Yeah,
little bit of shots fired, it's alright.
that fucking hurt. Little. I'm gonna stab you in my eye after I'm finished.
But if I have a lover or something like that, and I send them a message, and then they put an emoji or it's someone I don't know.
Okay.
You just know, and they give you a thumbs up. You go, oh, that's a bit cold. Harsh.
I'm gonna fucking thumbs up everything of yours now. Every fucking TikTok I find, I'm just
I
gonna
know.
thumbs up it.
I know. I'm just gonna have a thumbs up. That's cool.
Yeah, you get back from Thailand, all your content's gonna be thumbs up. Be a savage thumbs up fest. Like your mum!
Yeah.
Like your mum! Thumb up, thumbs up, thumbs up, like your bloody mum!
No, that means it's nice when it means you're my fam. You're my fam.
Yeah,
I get my fam.
yeah, that's it.
My fam. We don't.
That's
my fam.
That's called the deranged pile. That's what they're all in, the deranged pile. They're the ones who don't know how to cooperate with the world.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kit Kat. Right. We've done the knowledge. Can content spoilers ruin or deter players?
I don't think so. I don't think so. For example, the way that Bohemia released the cow with the 2 weeks of content creation on it before anyone else could play it, I think that did create a lot of hype for it. So I would have to say no.
Yeah.
And there was a
good
lot
point.
of spoilers.
See, I put it different. I reckon it deterred a lot of people from buying and trying.
In that first initial week, yes, I
Yeah.
agree. In that because it made people scared. I don't know. That's a tricky one.
Yeah. That's what we're
Yeah.
about here, TVB. We ask the
I
hard
get it.
questions.
Well, I mean, you also got to look at it as content creation, spoilers on the side of people that are making those how-to clips and how-to videos. You know, is that a spoiler or is that helping? Because a lot of people, there's no instructions to DayZ, and a lot of the crafting and shit like that, you'd have no idea about unless you watch someone that was making a video on it.
Yeah, very true. Very true. A lot of us were inspired by videos that we saw and content that we saw of DayZ to actually get out and try the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I first tried it.
But like a lot of people, I avoided a lot of content over the... like my DayZ watch time hours over that streamer event just went all the way down. I didn't watch hardly any TikTok. Hardly any Twitch, hardly any YouTube. TikTok was flicked past, but yeah, for those first 2 weeks, I pretty much avoided. And I'm glad I did, because there was that first couple of runs, even still now, I walk into places like, where the fuck am I? Or, oh, this is cool, I haven't seen this place before.
Yeah, but see, on the opposite side of that, I watched a lot of it, and I still run around, and I'm like, holy shit, I haven't seen that. Like, I still haven't been to the prison camp, but I've seen that once, I think, on a stream.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know.
Do you think that maybe that prompted you to then, like, seeing it though, it prompted you to go find them things on the map? You know what I mean? Maybe it pushed you more to explore because you're like, oh, I saw that on a TikTok. I'd like to actually go find that place and go see it. Do you think that
A little
it actually
inspiration.
can help by sort of cheats help in a way? When I say cheats, like watching before you see it yourself, but maybe that is a drive for people. Like that's I want to go and find that myself and go and explore it
Yeah.
and get hands on.
Well, that's it, because there's one thing seeing something when someone else is playing it, and it's another thing you yourself actually going there and doing it yourself.
Very true.
Yeah, I agree on that. Kit Kat says I didn't watch any streams from the early content. I didn't want too many spoilers. I mean, I watched Wobo's video on the alien caves and the caves, and I'm glad I did because I would have seen a lot of archways. But even though I knew what it was talking about and run through, I still wanted to be quite hands-on and have a look at it from my own impression that I saw through the game. Especially since there's some sort of mystery to it with a constellation and positioning of letters on the map. So that sort of, I suppose, sparked my interest to my investigative senses to go out and actually have a look for myself and see if I could decipher something. Not that I could, but anyway.
Yeah, but even going deeper than that, if you didn't watch that or see that, would you even know that that was in that cave?
Well, that's
or
right.
that cave existed?
Yeah.
How many hours would it take of exploring for you to actually just stumble across it?
And no, there's a water trap that you got to go through. So there's a cave that you actually have to swim through. So what it does is the cave forces you under the water and you swim forward. Now, if I didn't know what was on the other side, I never would have went into it because the first time I did it, I got semi-jammed. Like I couldn't go forwards, I couldn't go backwards, I was drowning. I wouldn't have went any. I would have went, nah, I'm not doing it. And maybe taken a fresh spawn up there one time, but yeah, it's pretty hectic. Gaz died to it. He was filthy.
I don't know.
Like he was filthy.
Jazz always dies.
Yeah, no, he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Can we have a 2 spawn 90s? Just put a spawn outside the cave for me, eh?
Yeah, all right. Done.
Well,
I think it's only got a couple of days left, on it.
Well, I was going to actually have a spawn from here. We're going to teleport into the cave.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
all
because
right.
I want a podcast inside the cave, and I don't want to get wet, so teleporter for the dub.
Wait, listen to us. We're just like, we ain't walking. We're not getting wet.
I ain't doing shit. Zombie bowling spawn will be right at that fire, so all I have to do is just pop this, take 2 steps, and log out.
Yeah, that sounds like, we're going full princess, DayZ princess.
Fuck
mode,
yeah. Princess,
now that we can.
passenger princess. Whoop! Q just did it himself. Where did you go? Oh, wrong teleporter. Sorry, Q. Teleported the wrong person. I've not found any caves yet. I don't know where the water fountains were until I was streaming and died. And got clued on for people. And I suppose that's the other thing is the information that comes to streamers on streamers, on the streams themselves. You know, you can get a lot of information when a streamer's going through a process and they might not know, and they're getting led by chat, and you can actually watch it be performed in front of you, so you can actually learn
And their
that
reaction.
way. Yeah, and their reaction.
Yeah.
So that's also a cool little run through. But our little final question for this topic: should content be real, or should it be or can it be scripted? Hey, Bacon,
Scripted
man.
done well.
Scripted done well. Scripted but not seem to be
Yes.
scripted.
I haven't seen much of that done before, but if you could script something well, awesome. Badly scripted stuff, terrible. No, thank you.
Yeah, I think a big shout out to
even-
Ad Salem. I think he does the best scripted content.
Oh, so beautiful. That's just, it's a work of art. That's a movie, you know, like, yeah, that's scripted, but heavily done well. Holy shit. So good, so good. But, I mean, when you look at content in general, DayZ aside, gaming aside, I mean, how much content out there is actually scripted? Most of it, because that's the thing, it's entertainment, isn't it, at the end of the day? Like, we just talked about how we've merged from, or more from TV to, you know,
The YouTube
using
age.
things like TikTok and YouTube now. Yeah, so, I mean, really, we just want that nice entertainment hit, don't we, at the end of the day? As long as we can't see it. The fakeness.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Well, I think-
okay.
The big thing about that is a lot of people, we watch DayZ, we love DayZ for the interactions, for that natural interaction. So unless it's, if it's like badly, I wouldn't even put it scripted done well. I think it's more the acting that's inside the video that they're creating. Just like say in real life, acting on TV. If you're watching a real low grade budget movie, it's fucking terrible.
Yep.
You know, compared to watching something that's been acted out really well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
spot on.
it's the equivalent to like an A grade or a box office movie and a low grade porn story.
I do like the low grade porn ones though.
Hey, we're not talking about preferences.
Darren.
We're not talking about preferences. We're just talking about the difference
We're not
between
talking
the
about,
acting.
are we talking about fake taxi here? I mean, it says in the title, fake taxi. I mean, so you know you're going in for something it's not really.
No, more like that
Great
70s style with the corny music kicking in.
That's it.
Yeah.
I watched a DayZ show. It was called Fake Taxi. It's not what I expected. I thought they would just kidnap people, but they didn't. That's crack up.
Gotta love the fake taxi.
All right. Well, business on the floor. Who would like to go first? Co-host
I'll go
business.
Q?
Yeah, well, mine's only short and fast. Mine's more about after seeing what Greedy can do last night with extending the server mission. I guess it's kind of pushing off what we were talking about last week. I'm actually terribly disappointed in Bohemia with not Sakal, the missions for Livonia and Chinaris. Heavily disappointed that it's so basic, bitch.
Yeah, that's. I think
Yeah.
that's what's happened with
Especially
Sakal.
Chinaris.
Yep, it's now a basic.
Chinaris is... Well, Chinaris is terrible. What is it? You grab some NBC and you run to a gas zone. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Has Sakal now shat on the rest of the stories, or as they used to in Chinaris, in DayZ, you can make your own stories. Who's making up their own stories now? You know what I mean? It was always
Well-
your adventure. The game's now turned. Well, I suppose my server's a little bit more into it, but I'm assuming that's where Sakal update will go. Will be the whole teleport and stuff like that. but it has stepped
Well,
away.
they had better.
Yeah, that has stepped away from this is your story to here's a story, go play it, and then it's your
Yeah.
story after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that? So you're predicting that they're going to push more of that on with Sakal, develop that more?
Yeah,
I think so. Oh, I really think so. I think this is the testing ground for creating an event style or a story style server or a story style experience.
Yep. And I reckon next update they will bring out similar to the mask. You'll have to do something to open up a portal, something like that, to then disappear to a different area. I did it. If I can do it, they can do it. Like, and what I did
Yeah.
it was it was
Yeah.
it was as simple as 2 builds and 1 JSON file. Sorry, 2 JSON files for the call outs of the mark in the area, and that's it. It's not a difficult thing. The hard part was building the builds, not the teleport. Making it look like it and getting authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baker do, man. I said the same thing. I like that they're bringing out the storylines and the maps, but for me, it made me want him more. Like, I went and got it was a good 10, 15 hours of great to do, but afterwards I was like, okay, but what now? I've got all the guns. Do I just go
Yeah.
kill freshies? And that's where my official character
See,
is.
now-
Yeah.
He's on the coast killing freshies.
Is that going to be the DayZ killer? It's not going to be the next game or anything. It's the evolution of the game, and it's going to lose that as you're saying, Force Smiley, that story, that your own story feel.
Yeah.
That's slowly going to be
Yeah.
falling off to now we expect a story. Now we expect you to give us something to do instead of us coming up for ourselves.
Yep.
Will that be what slowly kills off the game?
Actually, well, I got 2 things to add to that. What if, maybe, like, I'm just throwing it out there, maybe DayZ are looking at expanding, and what if they want to release a DayZ story mode? It's just so they can then maybe create a DayZ mobile game. And it's a
Well, you know,
story
there's-
mode game.
Yeah.
You know there's already been a DayZ mobile game.
No, but a story mode.
Yeah, DayZ Mini.
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, many
What?
DayZ, yeah.
Is it
It's not
really?
a story mode.
Probably.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
There's an
I
app
had no
called
idea.
Mini DayZ. Go have a squeeze. It's very,
Is it
very...
actually by Bohemia? Is it?
Yeah. Well, they
Really?
recognise
Can
it,
I
I
play
believe.
that offline?
I think that's all you can play it.
Oh, you can just play it offline.
Yeah, don't expect
Oh.
anything huge. Like, it's probably
Yeah, no, it's
0.64. That's fucking garbage.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, because well, I don't play mobile games, so I had no idea. Really? Fuck. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'll
Mini
check that out.
DayZ.
Mini DayZ.
Yep.
Ah, yeah, right. But it's funny when you mention that as well. That it's like actually we've been throw that back to the past a lot. This podcast. It's like kids, right? Like when we were kids, we had to just go around and use our imagination and
Fill in
do whatever
time till it got
come
dark.
up with. Yeah, exactly. Like we find some, sticks or rope or whatever, and next minute we've made like this most amazing thing in the world, and really at the end of the day it was just stick and rope, but we had the best adventure ever. And but now, is it going to ruin that? Because I find that kids don't have that now. They don't have that. My kids aren't sitting there running around going, oh my god, let's pretend that we're this and blah blah blah. Now they're just watching YouTube. Or they're just, yeah, they're
Yeah, so
losing
they-
that.
Is the next generation not going to
Yeah.
have the skills to be able to apply that to the game, to then understand the
But-
enjoyment that you get out of creating your own story?
But maybe that's why DayZ is so popular and why people love it so much is because of that innocence about it. If they give us too much, then maybe we won't love it as much and we'll just be
Yeah.
I don't know.
Running
Like
the
it,
story.
and-
Yeah, no.
Well,
You put down the book once the story is finished. You don't pick it back up and just randomly pick
Yeah.
pages to read.
Exactly. Like when I first started playing, it was like, oh, I can't wait to get back on and see what happens today. Like random stuff. Who
Yep.
I'm gonna meet, who I'm gonna bump into, what's gonna happen. Am I just gonna like, am I going to, just yeah. I just went in with a like open mind. Can't wait to see what adventure unfolds for me today. You know. But if we're getting the storyline, yeah, spot on, bruv. Am I just gonna pick it up, read it, done, put it aside, and go, oh well, I've done it.
Or wait
Done it
for the
now.
next story to
I
be
know what it's all
released.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, which happens quite often in a lot of games. Like Black Ops is the same, COD's the same. People play it to a point until they get the sick of it, and then they'll put it down. And a new one comes out, and the hype's up again, and then slowly. Yeah, I suppose it's most games. Most games get along that lines
Yeah, but maybe that's why DayZ's lasted so long. It's
because
like
you can.
Minecraft, man.
Yep. Pick your own story, restart,
worries.
pick it up.
Which is the worry about the way that they're pointing and what it feels to me, the way they're starting to drive it with Sakal. Very worries me a lot.
Well, I think that would also be what drives people to still play Chinoris, because it's going to give us that old school feel of jumping on. We know how it runs. You're going to be on the coast and you're going to have those random interactions. Like what I mean is that it will give us that nostalgia, and I think that's why we'll always go back to Chinoris, so we can get that experience.
Yeah, there is no story, so you're forced to create your own one.
Yeah.
Well, there is no run-of-the-mill mission. No, definitely good points. Definitely good points. Great topic to bring up. Right, on to the bruv. TikTok.
Yep.
Give us a
This is the TikTok. I've sent it to you there, bruv. TikTok. Well, I'll just let you. We'll watch it and then
Watch
we'll talk
first?
about it.
All right, watch
See what
first.
it is.
And
Yeah,
then,
watch first.
I can't hear you now anyway. That's hectic. That is absolutely crazy.
I know, right? I mean, imagine if we could actually play like that. It's incredible, and like with what I sent you before as well about the Minecraft. So someone has made Minecraft, but using AI. So you spawn in, and the world generates around you based on what AI thinks, the next
Yeah, it's
thing
what
should
what
be.
you're looking at.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it will just assume and guess and create the game as it goes. That's massive for gaming. That could change how we game. Like, that means that the game is going to be different every single time you play it.
Yeah.
Like, just games in general.
And what's scary enough is the
And-
the graphic reality side of it. Like, look how real it looks.
Yeah.
That's scary
Yeah.
as fuck.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like that house and everything when it had the close up of his character, like the details were just it was actually like watching real life but a vintage film. Gave me that
Yeah.
vibe.
Well,
You
the
know
character
how
looked like
sort of
PS2 Fat Boy.
oh I don't know
As
what that
it's
one is.
a TikToker. You don't know who he is. He's an Xbox
Oh, okay.
TikToker. Yeah. But just the way, like, looking at it was like, that's weird. The beard, like, you can see the individual hairs in the beard, and like it had the full
Yep.
Sully mode where he's, you know, his hair would move. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but the thing is that a few people because I looked into more of that Minecraft Oasis as well. Um, Here's the thing: it will also assume a lot about because as we know, AI grasps onto things that is already in online land. So you know what's coming through? Herobrine. Herobrine is actually
Oh, Herobrine.
he's spawning in AI. Yeah, people are coming across because you know it knows that that's talked about a lot.
That's
You
part
know,
of the
on
character. They're
social media.
hidden characters.
Yeah, yep. And so it'll throw in other things that has actually been popular, not necessarily in the base game, but is popular on the internet or spoken about. But people are hardcore playing that Minecraft Oasis and seeing if they can get to the Nether, or seeing if they can. They're setting up. There's actually all these different challenges, and I noticed that the website. I jumped back on there the other day, and they've actually got challenges now listed on the left-hand side. Can you do this? Can you do that? And then people are trying to meet those challenges. But anyway, what I was going to say is though, AI doesn't actually. They're saying though it doesn't hold a memory of what you just last did though, as well. So they take what you're presently looking at and think about what it should be for the future. It won't hold on to the past.
Oh, okay. So that's why you got caught in Cloudland. I was watching one of your TikToks
Yeah.
and yeah, I got caught up here in a good 15 minutes until it eventually spawned me some land.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But a AI
but-
generated DayZ map. I wouldn't take the map, but imagine the enemies. Like it would know that you just got the ass
Ooh.
kicked out of you and you're beaten up, so it gives you a little bit of a break on the next town, for then you to face a bigger horde of the next challenge in the town after.
Or what if just looking at a zombie, you look over and it creates another zombie and another, you're creating the horde.
Yeah, no, I don't like that
Like-
one.
Yeah.
So I look at one and then all of a sudden it splits off to like 7 or 8, and that splits off to 7 or 8, and that splits off to 7 or 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Now we're in the Matrix. Yeah, exactly.
That's hectic.
But I would love to see someone do the same thing as what they did with this Minecraft Oasis and do it for DayZ. I mean, really, they're very similar games in a way, so I can't see why it can't be done. But I would love to see that. So if there's anyone out there that's, you know,
AI savvy.
honed into that sort of stuff, please do it because I want
Yeah.
to play it.
But that's
Yeah.
it's good to see the evolution of gaming, I suppose. You know, now AI. We used to talk about AI and you know, computer AI as a, oh look, this guy, they're now ducking behind cover and stuff like that for when they shoot at us. You know, like, oh wow, they're not just standing there copping it. Can you imagine when they can get AI to the point that you could have AI players that actually mimic the information that players give to the server?
Yes. Yes. That would be awesome.
Or you would run like a ghost program, like in car racing games where you do a hot lap and then you have a ghost car. You could have your run in a ghost form, so it just acts like AI. You can't get interaction by it, but you see, you know, you see the person go across to the building and then do that run. But then when the AI picks up that you're watching it, it then has a approach of, you know, aggressive, friendly. So they, they might look at you and wave, or they might look at you and pull their gun. That application of DayZ would be hectic.
Sort of. Yeah, they've already got something similar with on PC, don't they? With DayZ,
AI
they've got
bots.
the AI bots. They're pretty freaky. I don't know what it is, just their movement and everything. You actually feel scared. I'm more scared of them than seeing a zombie. Like they're just freaky. They've got this dead look on them, and they're
that's the
like
problem.
a Terminator sort of feel.
Terminator style, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just, I am about to kill you. I'll be back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
So,
Smiley's got a gun. Come with me if you want to live.
Thank you. I'll just stay
I'll
here.
just stay here.
I choose the bear.
I choose Brian.
I choose the bear.
Brian. But no, pretty fucking cool.
Yes, definitely. And I'm really enjoying, it's not just that guy that made that TikTok. There's a few others that have got similar ones, doing DayZ ones as well. There's one guy that does all various games. He's done DayZ, Fortnite, and he did a GTA one. Oh my god, it was so good.
Oh, hectic.
It was like...
Hey, Scooter Cat, how you doing?
It was just like IRL. It was amazingly done. Yeah, the GTA ones are so good.
And that's gameplay put through an AI generator, isn't it? It's not a game that's played through AI generating like Oasis, like Minecraft Oasis. No. Yeah, that's them taking the footage and getting AI to spruce it.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah, so
cool,
they're taking a clip, which is really awesome because it's actually got their like the voices as well, like of your actual interaction, you talking to someone.
Yep.
And it's putting it through, so you're seeing these people actually talk. There was another clip that was like that, and they were sitting around a fire and talking. It's really trippy.
Yeah, AI is going to come a long way.
Highly recommend looking them up.
I've seen it plugged into Skyrim. That's probably some of the cool content. So all the NPCs will actually use the AI to talk. So you can say, hey, where's Whiterun? Or say, take this to here, go there and go here. Or you can ask, hey, what happened to the dragon that's outside? What do you call it? And he'll give you the story of it. And AI controls all the voices, all the information coming through.
Yeah, right.
So imagine being able to have a DayZ, a trader at DayZ that acted like a player. They could just go up to and say, hey, Billy Bob, I want this. And he could then produce stuff onto the table all on his own.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, and then you could have, you could program him to be an aggressive trader, a trader where he's shorter, or a giving trader. He's just like, yeah, you want an M4? Have it for 5 nails.
Oh, bargain.
Bargain. But yeah, capabilities of AI in gaming are going to explode over the next 10 years. And it's going to be absolutely wicked to be a part of.
Or if you'd like to come out the back, you can have it for free, lady.
That's it. If you want the DMR, you got to come out the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're at the end of our run. Anyone else got anything to drop? Anyone in chat want to drop anything before we pit these two together for Zombie Bowling? By the way, Q1 last week with a total of 1. Just saying.
Oh,
yeah, it's right.
I know. I failed. I tried, man. I tried.
Yep.
I just, I thought I had it there though. Like I reckon I've worked it out to land on one of them.
Yeah, some of you got to go a little to the side, the other one's going to go a little to the middle.
Yeah.
But this will probably be our last track on this one until I put my podcast into full effect, and we go choose your own adventure podcast style.
Yeah.
All right. So
I love that.
Murder her.
I'm just gonna go in my clothes. Yeah. All right. Fine. Go. Go on.
He did a pretty shit job, didn't he?
How did that not kill you?
Oh my god, you're terrible at this. You're terrible at this game.
Sorry,
God,
bruv.
give me a solid.
I had to do that to him. It's just
he sucks at
it's your
shooting.
water. The water's doing
with
it.
me?
Look at the water splash. And then she floated. Weird. That was weird. Ladies and gentlemen, we like to finish our podcast off with a little game we like to play. It's called Zombie Bowling. My co-hosts are going to fly into their cars, launch off the massive jump and try and take out as many infected as possible. They've got 3 cars. Little trial for Sakal on our new map. So next week we should have full teleporters and stuff like that to be able to move around the map and do different stuff. I think we would be doing ice racing. Right, so they're going to come flying off the top of that hill, off the jump. Let's get our fire lit. A little cold here. Peasant's little passenger princess, so he needs his fire. Right, line ourselves up. Oh, close. Oh, just not quite the guts there. Not quite the balls. Oh. This isn't an easy task. Not an easy task. You are coming across the snow and it's slippery. You hit the bridge, you can accelerate to about 110 k's, and there's a large distance from there to there. Lining it up is the key. Oh, puppies. But yeah, we're also going to try a boat bowling as well. Oh, here we go. Send it. Oh, close. Fuck, close. Nearly got the ricochet onto it. Right, round 2. Because once you launch off the edge, you have 0 control. Here we go, another one coming through. You want to hit middle full pelt. There we go, it's looking good. Looking good. Oh, right to the guts. See, our last zombie bowlings, we used to make it super easy. Now it's crushing with the super hard. Alright, 1 jump left each. Oh, it's getting better. Look good. Oh. It's been our last jumper. It's still 0, 0, 0. Has the peasant made it too hard for him? Here they come. Hit over 110 k's. Massive launch. Have to hit middle. Oh, he's thrown it off the side. Oh, close. But that is a official DNF. Ladies and gentlemen, they couldn't do it. Peasant's going to have to show them how. broken. Oh, come on. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. It just fucking shits itself. Well, that's the podcast done and dusted for the week. A big shout out to my co-hosts. Absolutely bring in the quality entertainment. They're absolute legends. You can always catch Smiley's Got a Gun on TikTok and, of course, Mr. Q on TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our podcast done and dusted for a week. We'll be back same time next week. Yeah, I think she's heavily frozen. Oh, what do you do? What do you do? Yep, she's broke. But it's a good time to leave it right there and then. We appreciate just popping out. Lovely response in the chat. We always love you guys coming out and dropping your quality in the chat.